Hi and hello, welcome back. Jana here with a new process video for the VickiBoutin Mixed Media Maker, and I started this page with a cut file from Page Evans. The stars you can see on the cardstock on the white foundation paper. And my idea was to create a very messy and bumpy background with a lot of color, and so I started on the white foundation paper with the perfect gesso from VickiBoutin and one of her stencils, and I'm just adding the gesso on 4 different areas on the background. And yeah, I just wanted to have a lot of watercolor running through the stencil lines, you know, the gesso lines on the paper. And I will also go in with some gesso and smudge some of the sides down to the paper. So it will be a very messy looking background. And I picked the colors by I have swatched my watercolors, and I was thinking that the colors I have are very great for the papers I have picked out, but in the end I will change the stars because the colors are not matching, totally not, and it was not possible to get yeah, I really loved how the background turned out, and I don't wanted to add or I don't wanted to create a new one, and so I decided to change some of the stars, but you will see that in a bit. And I'm just going in with a lot of water, and with the plastic I just added watercolor and water to the sheet of plastic, and I just let the color drop onto the background paper. And now I'm just going in with more water and the brush, and I'm just yeah, you can see what I'm doing, and I love how that is looking. The stencil is giving the paper so much movement and so much, yeah, I don't know. And on some areas I was just working with water, and on the other side I added a lot of watercolor, so I will have different shades of the colors. And I decided to bring in some black because I wanted to use some black stars. And here you can see I'm laying down the stars on the paper, and the colors are not working that good. And so I also have the insides from the outlines, yeah. And I will work with the black ones. So but here I was like, come on, let's bring in some. No, first I added more water and dabbed some of the color off, and then I will bring in some black because of the black stars. I'm scrapping 2 tiny pictures from my little one when he was 2, and he was making funny faces with my little sister. And yeah, but now let's just look what I'm doing on the background paper. You can see I'm just going in and adding black on some places and some splatters, and I will dab some of the color off with a paper towel because it's way too dark on some points, but I wanted to have the black, so just watch me doing that. And yeah, I love to work with gesso and the watercolors. Oh yeah, I really love it. And I'm just yeah, lifting the paper up so that the color can run and move. And now I am going in with a paper towel and dabbing some of the colors off. And I will also use my heat tool to dry some areas, and just to get the background done, because I'm so impatient. I wanted to, you know that feeling, right? Yeah. So, and here I was like, no, that is not looking, and I don't want it to mix the blue tones, and it was, no, that was not, it was not working. And so here are the insides, and then I was like, then I will cover up all of the blue part, and I really love how the blue turned out. So I took a little break, and I was thinking and about what I'm doing next, and should I work without the cut files, but I wanted to bring in the stars. So I'm flipping the paper to different sides, and I'm trying and I'm looking, and nothing was working, and I was very frustrated and upset, and I don't want it to it was annoying me. Yes, so I took a break and I flipped no, I'm not. I decided to go with one of with the big black star, but because of it was way too black, you know, so I added 4 or 5 layers of tissue paper to that star, and I stitched it down with my sewing machine, and now I'm just ruffling up the edges for a messy look, and yeah, it's just giving more dimension, and I love the look of ruffled papers. So then I need to find the perfect way for the paper, and here I don't want it to cover up the blue part so much, so I will work on that, or otherwise I will just flip the paper, and then I will I think I will also cut down that paper to 9 by 12 because there was so much white on the other side, but I'm not pretty sure right now, actually. I think I need to watch what I'm doing next. Yeah, I'm flipping the paper, yeah. And that's totally okay that I'm covering up the black part because the star is black and I have added a black tag behind my pictures. And so I was totally fine with that. But I wanted to have the blue peeking out, and so everything is working. And then I decided to cut that paper to 9 by 12, and I will also let the star run off from the background paper, something like that. And I really love that. I love that there is still black peeking out and that you can see most of the blue part, and so I will work with that. Because of the busy background and the big stars, I don't want it to overdo that page, so I decided to add just the word note on the left side, and then I went to my typewriter and just typed down some lines about the day and how funny it was, and then I made some journaling strips out of it because I wanted to let the color peek out, so I don't want it to have a big block of journaling, if that makes sense to you. So, and yeah, now I'm going in and just start to glue everything down. And I also have added the outline from the big star, so I will take care of that. Oh no, I will just I will move the outline so that you can see that there are 2 pieces of the stars. Yeah. Just going in and ruffling up the edges again and popping up that tag with the pictures, and then I will grab some blue enamel dots from my stash, and I will just scatter some of them around my picture, because in that upper left corner is nothing in blue. Expect from the picture there is some blue in it, but I wanted to have some more blue, and so I decided to grab some enamel dots from my stash. And yeah, I love how that is looking, really. And now I'm going in and just add a tiny bit of adhesive to the strips because I wanted to stitch them down, and it's a bit wonky and not straight, but I totally love that. And yeah, I love that. And now I have cut off the excess from the star, and the journaling is stitched down, and now I'm just adding some enamel dots, and these are from, like I said before, from my stash. And I love how the tiny blue dots are working there. And I think the last thing I will add were some foam hearts from the same sheet like the word note. So the last enamel dots are on the paper, and now I will grab 2 or 3 hearts, and then I am done. You will get some close-ups and some final pictures at the end, and thank you so much for watching, and I wish you all a great week and a great day, and yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and bye!